This is an unsanctioned emergency broadcast from the Office of Academic Safety. If you're hearing this, do not ignore it. Beginning at exactly 7:12 a.m., alarming reports began surfacing from schools across the region. Students described sudden, unexplainable changes in their surroundings. Classrooms stretching wider than they should, freezing temperatures without reason, and windows showing impossible or shifting landscapes. You are advised to remain still and observant. Do not trust familiar routines. If a teacher you don't recognize appears, do not engage. If someone calls your name for attendance, do not respond. Avoid the main office under all circumstances. Trust only what you know to be real, but even that is subject to change. Strange events are increasing. Cafeteria meals taste like ashes. Mirrors reflect rooms that don't exist. Clocks freeze at 11:11 or spin backward unnaturally. Teachers stand motionless, mouthing words no one can hear, their hands twitching as if under someone else's control. Fire alarms are going off on their own, and when they do not move. Any step during these alarms could shift you into unknown parts of the school, or even into a building that is not your own. If possible, find a secure room with no windows. Lock the door. Do not open it. Even if you hear a voice that sounds familiar, especially if it sounds familiar. We now believe these abnormalities have been happening for decades, masked under the guise of construction or school-wide renovations. Students who noticed too much were labeled as transferred. In truth, they were removed. Further guidance. Avoid music coming from the basement, especially after dark. If you find a backpack that isn't yours, filled with items you don't recognize, leave it behind. And under no circumstances should you board a school bus without a driver. This is no longer a school. It is something else, something watching. Leave, but do not run. Running draws attention. This message is not an order. It is a favor, a final attempt at friendship from what remains of those who still remember what this place once was.